There is a Gorilla Tag code that many people have experienced being doxed in by what appears to be some glitch-like bot. As far as I can see, there's no straight answers saying what happens in this code or why it happens. So I'm doing an investigation surrounding this code, and at the end of the video, I actually join the code to see what really happens. Before I start this video, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that doxing is a serious issue and might be sensitive to some people. All of the encounters that these players have had were from a very long time ago when Gorilla Tag was less developed, so the chances of you getting doxed on Gorilla Tag today is very, very low. But doxing in Gorilla Tag has been something that's been talked about in the community for a long time now. So I'm going to be talking about the code where many people have claimed to have been doxed in. Code BBVR. This doxing situation was first brought to light when YouTuber J-Man Curly, Gorilla Tag's biggest YouTuber, uploaded a video titled "This Ghost Knows Your Location." Now, before I cover what was said in this video, I need to do a lot more research. First, I need to find evidence of people actually joining this code and seeing what encounters they had, and just generally seeing people's experiences while playing in this code. I am also aware that it's very hard to find actual videos of people getting doxed in Gorilla Tag, because it will be very hard to film, and if you post it, you've kind of just doxed yourself to the whole internet. I started off by searching into YouTube Gorilla Tag code BBVR. Surprisingly, I couldn't find any videos talking about this specific code. Interestingly, when I searched this up, a lot of the videos that showed up were ghost-related videos, which might tell us there's a link between this code and Gorilla Tag ghosts. Now, I'm one of the people who don't believe in Gorilla Tag ghosts. If you join a ghost code and there's a ghost in there, I think it's just a hacker. Calling the player that's doxing people a ghost makes it seem unrealistic because, let's be honest, Gorilla Tag ghosts aren't real. And I also don't think it's a ghost, I think it's some kind of bot controlled by hackers. And this would make sense because the player's voice is clearly AI. So I'm only going to refer to it as the bot. Since I couldn't find anything related to the code on YouTube, I decided to search it into Google, and this is what I found. And the results are kind of surprising. When I searched this, surprisingly, I found a YouTube video that didn't show up before. And this was weird because the keywords in the title matched the ones I typed into YouTube. It was almost like this video was being hidden. And obviously I watched it, but unfortunately I didn't find anything interesting. It seemed to just be two players walking around caves the whole time. But I'm gonna note down to search caves later when I actually join the code. I also decided to see if this code was listed as an official Gorilla Tag ghost code, but I couldn't find anything. This clearly isn't a well-known code, even though J-Man's video talking about it almost has 4 million views. Researching this code is clearly becoming very difficult, so instead I'm just going to try and find proof of people being doxed in Gorilla Tag, so I can kind of confirm that this is actually possible. Now I just want to warn you that the videos I'm about to watch, we have no proof that they're real. And Gorilla Tag have said many times that doxing is impossible in game. And even a former moderator confirmed it.
It has never happened. There's no way from any standpoint that they could get anybody's personal information in game.
Now let's watch some videos covering it. I could only really find short clips with no context provided, meaning that they're most likely faked, because none of these videos mentioned the code that they're in or the player they got doxed by. If you didn't know, it's really easy to fake things like this. Because all I need if I want to make a ghost/bot sighting, all I'm gonna need is a friend who pretends to be a ghost, and then just get random people or just people from my Discord server to join a code, and then we can just act like the ghost is real. And just like that, I have a fake ghost sighting. With these doxing videos, I feel like the same thing could be happening, because it could be quite easy to go viral like this, especially when you're using this kind of format that makes the video seem way more casual. The videos that I watched don't seem to have a high amount of views, but I could see why people would think that this would get them a lot of views. Before we continue, I just want to quickly remind you to subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if I can successfully do that, I'm going to give away 10,000 shiny rocks to a random person in my Discord. So if you want to see me lose money, then subscribe. But anyway, since there's basically no information about this code online, it's finally time to watch J-Man's video. First, I need to cover what supposedly happened. J-Man is claiming that there's a player going around with the username Goodbye, and this is the player that is doxing everyone inside this code. The main 5 people featured in this video are J-Man, Elliot, Aquanly, Nero, and Jolene. In the video, Aquanly and Nero explain their experiences of getting doxed in this code.
So I was playing, obviously, and then the AI joined, and it was reading out a ton of numbers. I didn't even pay any attention. I thought it was just some little kid trolling. And then I heard my state, and I started listening, and then it read like IP address from like literally from longitude and latitude to my phone number, my name, my address, everything, literally entire docs.
Here I go BVR. They came in, they started like shaking their head and stuff. Yeah, he was pulling people's IPs, saying people's family members'
So
names.
it wasn't just you then?
No, it was other people. He was leaking everybody's phone numbers, and we all called each other, and it was scary.
This is the audio that was provided in the video, and we can use this to visualize what actually happened while these players were getting doxxed. Now, in the video, there's nothing explaining where he got this audio from, so we can't be 100% sure that this was the audio that the bot played, but it's highly likely that it was something similar to this. Also, Aquanli and Nero weren't recording when this happened, so we don't have any video evidence. But that makes sense, because when you're getting doxxed, the first thing you think of isn't, oh, I could get a lot of views if I film this. Both players, while getting doxxed, mentioned that the bot read out things like their phone number and their addresses. Now, I'm not an expert on doxing, so I don't know how you would find this information through Gorilla Tag, but I'll let J-Man explain it, because he explains it way better than me.
Well, Gorilla Tag uses two services to host its multiplayer experience. The server/multiplayer are hosted by Photon, which handles all kinds of networking like joining public lobbies or private codes. PlayFab is the other service which handles accounts and player data. Now, Photon doesn't get you any real-life information. PlayFab does, and that's where the danger might come in. Any game you've ever played that uses PlayFab, anyone in an admin or developer position knows where you live. If you're a developer admin and you scroll through your player list on your game, you can click and see an approximate location down to the town of that specific player. Of course, sharing this information would be highly illegal, and I'm not saying that any of the developers of these games are doing that, I'm just using them as examples.
We also have to take into consideration that this was at the height of Gorilla Tag Ghosts being popular, and also when player tracking was a huge problem. Back then, the idea of getting doxxed in Gorilla Tag was talked about a lot, even though the developers confirmed that it was impossible.
It has never happened. There's no way from any standpoint that they could get anybody's personal information in game.
Even after they confirmed this, there was still so many stories about it happening. At this point, things like player tracking proved it was possible for hackers to access your data in game. But don't worry, because this has been fixed and you can't do that anymore. The only way to player track now is through cosmetics. Collecting data from users right now is impossible, but back then there was a very small chance that it could have happened. There was definitely a chance it was possible because of all the things that were happening at the time. But then again, I'm going to go back to this clip that confirms it's impossible.
It has never happened. There's no way from any standpoint that they could get anybody's personal information in game.
The Gorilla Tag team has always assured people that their data cannot be accessed through Gorilla Tag. And I believe this because if Gorilla Tag gave people an easy way to access your data, then I'm pretty sure that would be illegal if they didn't do anything about it. Also, I know there's a lot of people who are scared of getting doxxed in Gorilla Tag. And if you're one of those people, I just want to remind you that these stories are from a very long time ago. Specifically from 2022 to early 2023. And any stories that you see in the comment section of this video claiming they got doxxed are probably fake. It's also really annoying for me when people claim they got doxxed but they didn't, because it makes it really hard to make these videos. Since I've done a lot of research on this but haven't really found a lot, I wanted to know what people in the Gorilla Tag community thought about this. So basically, I'm just going to ask you some questions about doxing in Gorilla Tag. Have you or has anyone you know been doxxed in Gorilla Tag?
So one of my first friends that I met on Gorilla Tag, they went into a public lobby one day, and this guy called Doxxed320 came into their lobby and started telling everyone like their phone numbers and addresses, and they all called each other. Perfectly correct.
Oh yeah, that's a story that like I've covered before, where like everyone, like people called each other and it was correct.
Not that I've known of, no.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, could you tell me like about your experience?
Yeah, so I was playing the game, and then I joined a public code. This guy told me to join a code, and then he told me like my whole address and my phone number. And yeah, so we joined, what code was it? I think it was like the GG4. I've seen my friends get doxxed a bit.
So your friends have been doxxed before?
So yes.
Well, I don't really remember anyone I know, or me. I've never really been doxxed in Gorilla Tag, but I remember one of my friends telling him that another friend of his, and then when he joined his private code without telling like that one guy, the guy just showed up 5 minutes later.
Do you think there was a chance like that guy knew personal information about him? The next question is, do you know anything about the subject? Just anything about like being doxxed in Gorilla Tag in general?
Not really. I mean, I've never experienced it. I know one person who's experienced it, but apart from that, no, not really.
Not really, because I only got a VR a few months ago, so I only started playing this game a few months ago, so I'm not really sure.
All I know is when it happens, like, basically, you can't really control it. They just come up to you and say it.
Do you know anything about how doxing works, or just doxing in general? Do you know anything about it?
No.
I don't really know, like, exactly how someone could get doxed in real tag. Like, maybe a player could, like, be like a hacker.
Yes, so you think, like, it's possible through hacking?
Yeah.
The last question is, do you think it's possible to get doxed in Gorilla Tag?
Moderators have said it's not possible, it will never happen, but it's happened, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's possible.
Yeah, because it has, before, it has happened. So I don't know if it could still happen,
Yeah.
because it was like 4 years ago.
Yes, like, so you've been playing, like, a really long time then? Well, obviously you have, because you've got, like, the sun hat, but, like, yeah.
Well, it's like there's a possibility, yeah.
I don't know, maybe not. It's sort of like a 50-50 chance or whatever it is. Like, it's a possibility it could happen, but also probably might not happen, you know?
I also decided to interview some of my friends who have been playing way longer than me, who hopefully know more about this than I do. Have you, or has anyone else that you know, been doxed in Gorilla Tag before?
I know my friend's been doxed because we went in a code Banshee, started reading out IP addresses, and like basically my friend lives in North Carolina, and whatever, I forgot what state, but it said, I think I've got it on record somewhere in my Oculus app, but like, it's reading out a bunch of addresses, and it reads out as like security code thing, or whatever they have in America.
Yeah. Final question is, do you think doxing in Gorilla Tag is possible?
Yeah, because I witnessed it, and I've got PTSD.
So now that I've done as much research as I can, interviewed a lot of different players, it's finally time to join the code. In J-Man's video, they joined the code BBVR but found nothing. So now it's finally time for me to join the code and see what really happens. So now it's finally time for me to join the code, and I'm here with Zilko, who you saw like 20 seconds ago. Zilko, are you ready to join this code?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because if you weren't, then we were going to do it anyway. Okay, so join code BBVR. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm joining the code now. This is actually kind of scary. Like, in this very code that I'm in right now, people got, like, doxed, they got their phone numbers leaked, their, like, all their personal information leaked. In this very code that I'm in right now, that's just crazy. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Zilko to join, and then we're going to search for a few areas like caves. I think that was one of the areas mentioned. I think forests in general as well, and we're going to check a few other maps like city and mountains as well, just to make sure we're not missing anything. And look, he's right here. Okay, so first we're going to go to caves, so follow me down here. We're going to go to like the old version of caves, because that's where the people were, because I watched a video, and like a lot of people, like there was 2 people who went down to caves. They didn't find anything, but it seemed to be like an important area. Of course, like the music's so just like upbeat and happy. Like this is supposed to be a scary video.
I hate how it just stopped.
Yeah, like as soon as we enter, it just stops.
Can I search up here for moral support?
No, I think that you should come down here with me.
I hate this so much.
Okay, don't spawn. Do not go in there. If you go in there, I'm going to scream at you.
I like used to play, but oh my god, I just snapped my camera and I turned to the box and I used to play when OG Caves was like around.
I started playing in September 2023, so I'm very young. You're like an old man.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything in here. Like we haven't really noticed anything. I mean, obviously we're the only ones wait, there's someone else on the leaderboard.
No, it's me.
Oh, you're right behind me. Okay, whatever. I don't think we're really gonna find anything down here, so I say we go up to forest.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was, to be fair.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting anything to happen. I mean, in forest, so, like, I watched J-Man's video earlier, Aquanley, who is one of the people who got doxed, he was in forest at the time of it happening. So I think we just play around forest for a bit, see if we can see anything.
Should we go in the hay house?
Yeah, we could. How does it feel that, like, you're in a code that 2 years ago people got their personal information leaked in? Like, in this very code. Like,
Pretty
in this
fine.
very code.
Not like anyone's gonna come to my house. Yo, no, I hear like something in the wall.
I think they removed, like, parts, like, hiding spots and stuff.
Yo, wait.
Are you sure it wasn't just me going like this?
No, come here.
What?
Put your ear against the wall, or am I like, I must be like...
anything. Yeah, let's go in here. It's a ghost! Yeah, there's nothing there. I mean, we're the only ones in here. Like, this code used to be, like, full of people with, like... What? Oh, that's the apples. I just heard, like, a drinking sound, and I was like, what the hell was that? Alright, let's go to City. City seems like a kind of, like...
I hate City so much.
I don't like the new City. Like, I just think the old City was so much better. And the cosmetics. There's way too many cosmetics now. Like, there used to just be, like, 10 cosmetics per update. Now there's, like, 50. Wait, we should summon it in the mirror. The ghost is called Goodbye, so we just say goodbye in the mirror 3 times. Alright, let's say goodbye in the mirror 3 times. Ready? Goodbye. 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 Oh, it's right there. Alright, yeah. There's nothing.
Oh no, my game just lagged. Not even joking. I like froze for a millisecond.
No way.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, it's right there. Alright, yeah.
Oh no, my
there's
game
nothing.
just lagged. Not even joking. I like froze for a millisecond.
I'm watching this recording and there's going to be absolutely no lag. Alright, where else could we look? I mean, there's not really any other creepy maps in the game where, like, a Doxxed would be.
Kind of.
Mountains, if it was nighttime in mountains, it would be, but I don't think mountains is that scary.
No, it is. It's nighttime. Oh, never mind.
It's daytime. What do you mean it's scary in here? Does this look scary to you?
Kind of.
This is not scary at all.
I feel like it's all the decorations make it less scary. Like if this was like the summer update or just like nothing, it would be like scary.
It was melting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go through that. Do you have like mods still?
I don't have mods. Well, I have the mods installed, but I don't have a working utility. Look, I don't think anything's gonna happen. That worked in like a J-Man Curly video when they joined an empty code and he said, oh look, I don't think anything's gonna happen, and then like the Daisy music started playing. Why doesn't that work for me?
I'm happy it didn't work because like I hate it when there's ghosts.
Same, because like I don't think anything is gonna happen in this code.
Stop. I have, like,
It's not even working. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's working because I think genuinely just nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not working again. Is there anything else we could do like in this code?
No, not much.
I mean, we could search a few corners like this one. Who is that? Okay, yeah.
Let's go with clouds. What about clouds?
Clouds isn't scary.
No, but it's got a lot of places where someone could stand on and look at you. Like, imagine if the zone of invisible.
Oh wait, in there. Let's look in here. This is like way bigger than the forest one.
You're like more likely to get player tracked.
You only get player tracked by cosmetics. So like the only way, because player tracking is impossible now unless like you have the finger painter, because then they can track the cosmetic. That would be funny though if like a player tracker joined and we just got so scared. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything in this code. It didn't work again. This was like 2 years ago though, so this code has been like sitting here, probably getting like 3 people joining it like every year, just like since the like whole doxing thing happened.
I don't know, I just feel like there's something weird in this code, like it's too quiet.
It's kind of crazy how abandoned this code got. Like it was just full of life 2 years ago and now there's just nothing. I think that's basically everything. Thank you for coming out here. Alright, bye.
Alright, see you later. Bye. Wait.
So that's kind of the mystery of the code BBVR finished. So I can safely say that nothing has happened in the code when we were in there. And the code seems basically safe today. But the people who got doxed 2 years ago and this mysterious bot is still a mystery.